All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No Booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Have no fear. Ace is here, back with another reaction, you heard?
Last but not least, we got Jew.
Oh, man. What it do? Zero favors for a hater. Your boy Jew is back like Dame on the Blazers.
Oh, okay. It was
A little rusty.
shaky,
Yeah, man.
Okay, I like that. Man. Listen, this next clip was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. Obviously, you know, the whole situation with Shannon Sharpe, you know, and his lawsuit that's been going on was actually dismissed today. So I want to get into the actual video and give our thoughts on the whole lawsuit.
So it looks like the $50 million lawsuit filed against Shannon Sharpe by an ex-girlfriend that he met when she was only 19 years old has been dismissed with prejudice. You may have forgotten about this $50 million lawsuit brought by Jane Doe against Shannon Sharpe, accusing him of damning accusations, including rape. There was even audio that was released that seemed heavily edited, and according to Shannon Sharpe on multiple posts, he released different transcripts of conversations that this woman sent to him over time. And in one of those public statements that Shannon released via his attorney, he said that they were going to fight this in court. Only for today it being released by Tony Busby that they've decided to dismiss this lawsuit with prejudice, meaning Jane Doe cannot file this lawsuit again. Tony Busby took to social media to release this statement on this $50 million lawsuit. He says, Jane Doe versus Shannon Sharpe. On April 20th of 2025, the Tony Busby law firm filed a complaint in Nevada making several allegations against Shannon Sharpe on behalf of our client. Both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice, i.e. some sort of settlement. So how much exactly did Jane Doe end up getting in this settlement? Well, when this lawsuit was originally filed, Lanny Davis, Shannon Sharpe's attorney, revealed that previously his previous attorney had offered this woman $10 million. So please understand, she's at least getting $10 million and more. How much do you speculate she got in this settlement?
Ace, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know, man. It's scary times for celebrities and people with money because they out here to trying to get you, man. We was talking about this on another show about having to prove consent, and it's getting harder and harder to prove consent because this is somebody he had a relationship with. He was in a relationship. They had sex multiple times, and then all of a sudden she's screaming rape. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just tough out here for men. I ain't gonna lie. You just gotta, you know what I mean, be diligent and watch your steps, I guess.
I mean, I would say he's stupid. You know what I mean? This man.
Who's stupid, Shannon?
Yeah, Shannon. Yeah, you freaking 50-something years old, messing with the 19-year-olds. You playing with kids, they gonna do kitty things to you. You know what I'm saying? What you expect? You know what I'm saying? If he was with a more mature woman, you know, I'm not saying that it wouldn't happen, but it's less likely to happen. You know what I mean? Shannon got a history of, you know, having different accusations happening to him that, you know, everybody know the hustle. Everybody know the mind games. Everybody know how to get the next dollar. So if he presented that lane for her.
You said Shannon got a history?
I mean, according to, you know, reports that he had like 2 other, you know, settlements, you know, allegedly that he had paid for within the same involvement. So usually when people get that type of information, they tend to use that to their advantage.
I disagree with the age though. Is like, you know, you can mess with anybody any age range. They could be screaming and shit. Like, so
the messing around part is really an attack on black men.
It's a mindset. It's not an age.
No, yeah, but it is a mindset, bro. But how the game is played, it's easier. Imagine Shannon going to court and this situation going to court. Now you got people, the jury, they're watching. How do you think the jury's gonna look at a 50-plus-year-old man with a 19-year-old woman? Lord knows they're gonna already assume that he was hitting that from when she was younger than 19. She spoke out at 19. They're gonna think, oh, this man's been grooming her.
It's like 20-something now, right? No, I think their relationship started at 19 allegedly, and I think she's like 20-something now.
But when you're in court, they gonna paint the picture that he been playing with that toy for, you know, for a minute.
I get it, but in society, there's always been sugar daddies. There's always been women attracted to older men, more mature men with money. So that's a normal occurrence.
Are
It's
they
not-
going to court? What I'm saying, when you're when your life or your finances
Yeah.
is at the hands of 10 people you don't know, they get to make that decision. How do you think it looks when you're 50 plus years old with a 19-year-old woman?
I get what you're saying, man, but
I'm not saying that an older man can't be with a younger woman or vice versa. I'm just saying, how does it look in the opinions of a court?
But my thing is, I don't think I think it's the type of woman he probably mess with. That's why I say he gotta be more diligent in who he messing with. But that mindset, it don't matter what age she is.
What mindset you get
She
from
just
a
trying to
19-year-old?
I don't know. We gotta talk to him about that.
But that's the problem. So you guys don't think
But she
that
could be 30 and doing the same shit. It's women out here that's 30 doing the same shit.
I'm not saying that it can't.
But you harping on her being 19. They ain't got shit to do with that,
saying,
bro.
and if you take it to court, it's easier for her to win the case based off her age. I'm not saying that he's wrong.
Still got to prove that. Like, you could say it, but if you don't got actual evidence.
Okay, so the next evidence I'm using is saying, "Oh, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you if you say that one more time." Y'all didn't hear the audio?
He could have been saying that to a 30-year-old. It would have been the same shit, bro.
All right, bro.
I agree with Ace on this, but I don't think, because we just had a situation with Johnny Depp, you know what I mean? And she was a mature woman, and he had to go to court, and he still lost. He had to go to court several times to prove that he wasn't an abusive narcissist that was controlling or X, Y, and Z. I think,
And if he didn't have all that proof, it would have been the same shit. She would have got money, bro. It's all about being diligent, and keeping proof. You gotta keep proof of everything now, especially if you got money.
So does he have proof? Did it seem like he'd had proof?
No,
Because look,
Shannon?
yeah.
He must have, because they said that when they looked at the evidence, they seen that the relationship was consensual. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he had proof,
but
it was just
he also was willing to pay a settlement. And I'm not saying settling it before it gets to that point is not wrong, but I'm just saying in the public eye, I'm taking my personal opinion out of it. I'm just saying from a world aspect, he tried to settle for $10 million.
Yeah.
So they're gonna look at that and like, oh, he must have been guilty.
No,
but settlement means that he just didn't want, and that's why this is what lawyers do. They understand what a settlement is, so they're like, yo, I don't want that information out in the public, so let me just settle this because I really don't want to go to court, all these lawyer fees, and to have all my dirt out in the public just to be proven innocent. It don't matter at that point if you're innocent, because now your dirt is in the public. Now you're getting judged regardless of the fact.
Look what's happening because this shit came out. He had to step down from ESPN. He losing brand deals and stuff like that. That's why he's settling. That's why you try to settle before it goes public. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing with an admission of guilt.
I don't want you guys to feel like I disagree with what you're saying and what he's doing. I'm just saying on public perception and how it's handled in court, a lawyer can use this against him.
You can't be spreading that narrative now, because that's already the narrative in public.
What am I spreading? I'm spreading information that's out there.
No, you saying because he settled, it looked like he guilty. No, don't say that. No, settling is not an admission of guilt.
If you ask people, I'm asking you guys, when people hear somebody's trying to settle, the first thing that people would think is that they're guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty. It doesn't matter if it's wrong. I'm talking of what people think.
Well, if that's going off what they think, first of all, as soon as she filed the fucking lawsuit, automatically he's already guilty until proven innocent. So the public opinion is already
that she's doing a money grab, which I agree with too. She's trying to get a bag, but you helping her get the bag. To me,
by doing what?
By settling, I guess.
No, by not playing with these little toys. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I'm just saying, like, bro.
Yeah.
How many? I'm looking at. If you name all the successful people out there, the only way they're really losing, there's no more big cases on guys being drug dealers. That's successful men I'm talking about. That's drug dealers, that's dealing with gun violence and all these other things. It was at one time, people were in court for shooting or getting shot at, or you know what I mean? The Troy Ave situation, stuff like that, like street stuff. There's no other real way to get at these, high value black men, and they found the way through y'all dicks. Like, they attack dudes because they can't have no self control, and they're dealing with women that's manipulating them and get into their pockets after stuff don't go their way. I'm pretty sure they had a great relationship or whatever it was in the beginning. Everything was all cool. Him telling her, I'm going to slap you and I'm going to choke you and all these other things was cool until something didn't go her way and she used it against him. Now he's still fighting for his career. He losing money, and no matter what, he's still going to have to pay. And now he paying more than between the 10 he offered her and the 50 that she was asking for. I guarantee it.
I just think that you got to keep proof, man. That's all, man. That's you got to learn from this. Know what I mean, and this is not just high value, man. This could be a regular man. Like,
all right. So what are you going to tell him? He said learn from it. What are you telling him to learn from? Like, what should he do differently?
I think in those situations, I think high value men, the quote unquote that we call high value men, I think they have to be more selective. And I get, sometimes you think because you have, you got the money and you got all this access to women, just because you got access to women don't mean that you should entertain the access to women. So I think to me, it doesn't matter if they're younger, your age, middle, you still have to be selective with the women that you deal with. Like, you get what I'm saying? And this is why they say that, marriage is probably the most ideal situation for a man because it keeps him, out of that temptation world where stuff like this could happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that he was able to, at least come to a settlement. It showed, the lawyer said that the evidence showed that it was consensual. Unfortunately, hopefully he get his job back with ESPN. Hopefully he get that almost what they was talking about, a $100 million podcast deal that he was trying to get. Hopefully he could get back to good standings. He'll be all right. It's not like he gonna go broke or something.
Nah, for
sure.
You
know what I'm saying? But it's a learning lesson. A lot of these situations are learning lessons for men. To be more selective. It don't matter. Honestly, at this point, it don't matter the ethnicity. I know we can say she's a white woman. It don't matter the ethnicity. Just be careful with the women that you are indulging in.
The pussy ain't worth it, bro.
It's definitely because you can lose a lot off of accusation. And it's unfortunate because accusations, even if you're not doing nothing, it can be the ending. You get what I'm saying? So it is a dangerous situation for men. But again, let us know your thoughts in the comments. You agree with Jew? You agree with Ace? Just let us know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Be sure to join the YouTube membership and our Patreon. We're going to be doing a lot of exclusive content over there. We're bringing back the podcast over there, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Yes, indeed.
Let us know.
I was slacking.
For sure. I'm peripheral. I'm looking at it like, in my peripheral, I'm looking like, damn, when is this nigga gonna get this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at the end of this shit. Once I got the Patreon, I still ain't see this nigga. I was like, oh, this.
Yeah, I usually wait for the. I usually wait
another world.
Yeah, I was thinking about some shit. I usually wait for the Patreon. I'm like, yeah.